Yo, yo, yo! Welcome to yet another wacko great Vault video. As you guys can see, there's a new character on screen today. This week I went a little bit crazy. Did the 13 volts again, as you right remember from last season. I don't think it will be every week, but maybe we'll see. Anyways, we're gonna open on Hunter to begin. There's only 110 here, so there's not that much, but maybe we could get like an insane little bow or something, you know, wouldn't hurt. Or a ring, I guess that's not too bad either. Not what we hoped for, I guess, but I don't mind it either. It's probably a good ring for BM or whatever. Now that BM is getting buffed, maybe it's playable. Maybe it's not. Who cares? It's an alt. Over to our Demon Hunter. This is a proper demon. I don't know how this one timed the 10, but thanks to my guildless, I guess. I did do DPS in that key. Did not do a lot of DPS though. Maybe we have it here, maybe? I'm not that far behind, I guess. Anyways, open as Havoc. I don't know if we're getting anything cool, but let's see. Oh! Here's the chest piece. That's a big upgrade from my 658. Just gonna snag that one real quick. And this one is easy catalyst. I think we have 4 catalysts now anyway, so maybe I should make a 4 set when I get pieces. And then we get to the warrior. I actually had a bit of fun doing delves on this warrior lately, because I got the second two-hander and I played some Fury Warrior. And I might actually do a little bit more of that this week, and maybe push it into keys even if I can. So we're gonna open as arms, because I think that's the best chance to get a two-hander, and then we can see if there's something. Well, didn't get a two-hander, but we did get helmet, legs, and legs. And these legs are really high item level, so we're gonna take them because they're in the myth track, and we can just catalyst them. So that's nice. I don't know if the new 2 set or whatever is good, but it's gonna be fun to play anyway. Anyways, and then we're gonna go over to my rats section. This is my Evoker. It's being used to heal keys lately, not do damage in them. I've tried a little bit of AUG. I also now played some Preservation. Devastation I'm not super fan of, because you have to place the Firestorm all the time. Anyways, it's not it. But we're gonna open anyway as DPS, because we don't really want to play healer long term. And we get rewarded with a helmet. Would you look at that? Also there's a necklace from Heroic and a Heroic tier head as well. But we're gonna take this myth track helmet because it's very high item level. I don't think this character has 4 set yet, but I can probably be achieved with some gaming. Good start to the vault. Many good upgrades. Many high stat budget items. So we're gonna continue this trend with my rogue, I guess. And loot something really nice for it. And then we're just gonna maybe just like have a slump of items here, so we can get like these shit characters a bit unlucky stuff, and then my main characters can get lucky stuff maybe. I don't know. Well, I think this ring is like super good. For sub, at least. Well, it's probably better than Cersei's Circlet anyway, right? So let's just grab that one. There we go. And then we're moving on. We're going to my DK. DK, I played 1 key as Frost this week, and then I played a key as Blood after. Probably gonna stick to Blood because Frost was hella boring. Then I tried to do 2 more keys before reset. Couldn't do it, so we're stuck at 1 volt slot. We're gonna open here as Unholy. I think that's the best chance to get like a two-hander and not tank stuff. And we have a Signet of the Priory. So I should probably have opened the Blood, because I would like to get the tank trinket from there. So, I don't know. We're gonna grab this. I don't know if it's good or not, but it's probably better than the girdle, and yeah, there's nothing else to take. Oh, I like the trinket is okay, right? But I don't know how it is for DK specifically. Anyways, we're gonna jump in. So, these actually, I'll start with priest, and I move priest down here a bit as well. Reason for starting with priest is that this one also just did one key, so the vault is like a little bit boring. I think I've said this before, that I'm starting to like not like priest as much. Also a character that I tend to just heal keys on because it's, I don't know, I'm not feeling shadow at all. But anyways, here comes a vault slot, and let's see what we can have. A pretty good necklace, I guess, with avoidance. We're gonna grab that as it's a nice one. High haste. Some would say this. Not a bad option, not a bad option. Okay, so now we have 6 characters left, and all 6 of them have 8 keys done. And 3 of them, I think, yeah, these 3 did Mythic Raid as well. So we'll start with the tanks. I do believe that my Druid still doesn't have a Forset. So, if I could hope for anything, you know, it would be to get a pair of gloves maybe, or something, so I could get my Forset eventually. Oh, I have gloves, never mind. It would be to either get a chest, which I think I have here, yeah, and maybe like a helmet or legs, preferably legs, I think. We're gonna open as Guardian, I guess, yeah. Doesn't sound too bad. And we are looting... Huh. Well, okay. So we have wrist here. We have some wrist here. So this one is crit mastery, and this one is mastery crit. So Leah's technique, probably not the trinket I want. This is a pretty good ring for some specs. Shoulders I don't need, and this antenna trinket is like pretty good for some specs. However, I think my trinkets are pretty solid, if I am to say so. So I think that taking one of these is gonna be better. So I'm gonna go nuts and get this one. Completely nuts. I don't know if it's worth it, but it's a myth track item, so we'll grab that and log off. And then we're moving over to our Paladin. Very fun tank, lots of interrupts. Throw your shield out, it's pretty nice. Feel like you can tank about anything, because you have so many CDs. Anyways, I'm stalling a bit. This character is pretty geared, 711. Not really sure what I would like to get, but perhaps the trinket from Priory, the tank trinket. Let's see what we can get. Okay, so we have the choice to take a belt with a socket. That's a pretty good option, by the way. We also have shoulders and shoulders, and they're both like pretty good, right? So, I think that grabbing a belt with a socket with these stats is gonna be a pretty good option, because I am going to replace this belt soon because it's getting nerfed. So I'm just gonna grab it. I guess taking shoulder would have also like been a solid option, right? But I'm gonna take this because this already comes with a socket. It's like 2 volts in one if you think about it. Okay, and then to our monk. Very fun tank. If you haven't played it this season, I really suggest you try it. You do a lot of damage, and yeah, great fun, great fun. Then what do we want? So I think what I would like the most is to get a myth track weapon. I would like to get this one in myth track as well, if I could. Let's see. Open up here and boom! Here it is. No? Okay. So we have some bracers, which is like kind of not the ideal, right? This ring is like not it as well for brewmasters. And then this trinket is like not it either. So I think this is kind of boring vault. And I'm ending up gonna take a socket. And since I have crafted bracers, this socket fits nice in there, I guess. So like, I mean, at least I get to use it, but it's very boring. And we're gonna just put that there. I'll remember it later. So as you can see, this character is now has a gem here, has a gem here, and has a gem here. So that was the last socket I take on this character. And we're moving on. So we have 3 characters left. And they've all killed the mythic bosses and filled their vault slots in dungeons. So this is gonna be hella fun. The downside to opening vaults on these characters, they're really geared, so there's not that many things that can be upgraded anymore. Compared to like my earlier characters. So this one got this staff from raid. So I know also that I killed some heroic bosses. So maybe we could get like the fractureless trinket on heroic track, for example. That would be also kind of cool. We'll see. Okay, so we did not do that, but we have some pretty good stuff here. One good stuff is this thing. Like this ring is pretty sure it's like one of the better ones I could get. However, I kind of have it already, right? So taking this is probably better, and then match the Yaster diamond. And then I crafted a belt, so this one is like kind of pointless and this one is bad. So I think, without griefing too hard, I'm taking this ring. I think that's like a solid option. I might be wrong here, but it's an alt. I'm probably not gonna play this a lot in raid or anything, so it's just for fun character. If I do a mistake here and there, who cares, right? And then we're gonna hop into the Mage. Mage did 2 bosses at the end of the reset as well. I was like kind of holding it because like I'm Nexus Prince at the moment and Nexus King I would say, I guess, yeah. So Nexus King at the moment, my guild told me you might play Mage, so just hold it off a bit. And I did 1 kill on the reset. So not really sure what to hope for from this vault. I don't think so. I got a main hand as well in my bags somewhere. Yeah, this thing from doing Tassaves Deathless. And then I have D-Smith, so I have things to upgrade, I guess. But if I get the staff from the raid, I wouldn't mind either, right? And we did not get the staff from the raid. So if I'm having a look here, we got Mythtrack boots, which we don't want because we kind of want the raid ones, right? And then we have a staff, which I'm not gonna get because I want to have my crafted offhand. This ring is pretty good, I guess. But it's also like I already have it. And then I have these gloves, which I have in crafted piece. So the question here is to take a socket or to take the ring. And I think the choice is going to be just to take the ring at this point, honestly, because socketing the pieces I have is like not it. So yeah, we'll grab this. It's kind of boring vault, but here we are. And then for the last one, probably the most exciting one as well, because this one killed more than 2 mythic bosses. This one actually killed 5 mythic bosses. So that means we have a bigger vault to open, more options, higher item level as well, because it killed later bosses in the raid. Yeah, I don't know. What can we hope for? So an antenna would be really nice to swap this one out. The boots from Soul Hunters would be really cool. And other than that, any myth high item level piece, I don't mind, right? Like chest, shoulder, head, something. And here we have, let's see, Harvester's Edict, which is kind of shit. Minuscule Male Elemental, kind of shit. We have we have a shoulder piece, not too shabby, I guess. There's a belt here, which would be something I probably could sim, because I think at the later stages it's gonna turn into a better than the belt I have. And then there's whoa, there's a pretty good necklace here with leech. Anyways, I'll not bore you guys with details on what I'm taking. I'll just do a sim, take the best option probably, and that's it. Thank you for coming to the Great Vault today. Not the most exciting one at the end. I was kind of hoping we could get some real pieces here, but it is what it is. Next time I record, maybe I've killed Nexus King. Maybe. Anyways, tune in and see them. Bye!